our own boat today. I'm going to show you how to do something simple out of a juice box or a carton. Really, anything that you have that contains liquid. I don't have a juice box at home, but if you do have one, that's great. So I grabbed this carton of chicken stock. But you just want something that's got that waxy outside finish and that's designed to already hold water, because that means it's going to be watertight. If you use another kind of box, then it's probably going to get wet and soggy like old cereal and sink to the bottom of the ocean, and we don't want that. So grab a juice box or a carton and make sure it's sealed off. So if you are using a juice box and it's been drank, you're going to want to plug up that hole at the end with a piece of duct tape or something like that. I just put the cap back on my chicken stock carton here, so it should be good to go. So you'll take that. That'll be the base of our boat. And it's always a good idea when you're building a boat, if this is going to be your base, before you do anything else, you might just want to test it. So maybe get a little bowl of water, throw it in there, make sure that it floats. I tested this before I brought it out here to you. So I'm going to take my carton here, and what does this boat need? Does it need something? Maybe a sail. There's our letter S again. So I'm going to build a sail on my boat. So I'm going to be using a paper straw that I have here. I think it's a little high, so I'm going to actually cut it down a bit. You can use a paper straw or a regular plastic straw or a stick or really anything long and thin, a dowel that you can stick in there. And then you'll have a grown-up help you with this part. Just take a pair of scissors or an X-Acto knife and poke a little hole. You can talk to each other and decide the best place that you want to put your sail. Do you think it should go right in the middle of your boat? Should it go toward the front or toward the back? I think I'm going to put my sail right in the middle, so I'm going to just take my scissors and poke a little hole in here. Just spin it around so there's room for the straw. And then I'm going to poke my straw through the hole. All right, so we call this a mast. The mast is the stick or the post that we hang the sail on. So to make a sail, I'm just going to use a piece of stiff paper and cut out a triangle shape. So cardstock works great for this. Even regular paper will catch the wind pretty well. You can also use a piece of a plastic bag or a piece of scrap fabric. Oh, turns out that's a little, yeah, there we go. And then we're going to take some tape or some glue and attach our sail to our mast. So I'm just going to use a couple of pieces of Scotch tape that I've got right here and attach my sail to my boat rather. Yeah. Now another really fun way to make a sail, if your child is learning to sew, or you'd like to have a fun beginner project, something that I also really like to do is to take a piece of fabric. I'll demonstrate with this piece of paper actually. So you cut out a wide triangle, like something twice as wide as you would want your sail to be, like this in the fabric, and then you fold it over itself. So you've got a 2-layered sail. I'm just going to trim this. So you've got a sail that's in 2 layers like this, and then you can take, you can either hand sew or use a machine and sew down along here and along the bottom. And then when you go to sew the folded edge, rather than sewing right along the edge, you want to leave the space of about a finger length, and so maybe about a centimeter in, and just sew up the side. And then what you end up happening is you have a nice little pocket right in here that you can then just even grab a twig from your yard and stick it up inside there. So that can be a fun beginner sewing project if you are into that. But here is our boat. So go ahead and try out making a boat with a juice box or a carton that you have, and give it a try in the bathtub or a kiddie pool, or maybe even throw it in the river and see what it does. Just remember to go back and get it after. All right, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on Wednesday at 10 a.m.